So first, I want to show you some words. That, period, her time, PMS, aunt. If you are a boy, you may not understand what these words mean. But if you are a girl above school age, you definitely know what I'm talking about. Let's see some more. Can you borrow that? Can you check my pants? Okay, behind me. The same, girls will know what this sentence means. These dialogues often happen in my school life. I believe most girls have the same experience, right? For those who don't know what I'm talking about, these are the Morse code of menstruation among females. Period, PMS, girl time, all equal to menstruation. And when girls ask, do you have that? Or can I borrow that? It means the mattress pad, a sanitary supply the females will use on period to keep their underwear clean. Menstruation is the regular monthly discharge of blood through vagina. The first period usually comes between age of 12 and 15, but it depends on individual's hormone, can be late or earlier than this time. You may ask why we need secret language to talk about menstruation. That's what I'm talking about today, the menstruation shame. I could remember the first time I had my period. I was freaking out when I saw blood on my underwear. I shouted to my mom because I thought I was dying. My mom walked into the bathroom, looked at me, and said, "Every girl would experience this. Congratulations, you're grown up." I rushed on to bed. I was not crying, but I couldn't believe that I need to live with period for my whole life. No one told me that. Not from mom, not from teacher, not from classmates. After dinner, my mom gave me a small bag with pads in it. She told me how to use them and cautioned me not to show pads to boys. I saw my mom and my girlfriends at school always lower their voice when they talk about menstruation when there were males in the same room. I saw girls, when they went to the bathroom to change pads, they quickly hid pads in their pockets, acting like a thief. I thought everyone did such, so it's normal. But now I know it's menstruation shame. It's a social norm. It's not normal at all. The story I shared before is not only my own story. Many girls experience the same. According to a study conducted by Thinks among 1,500 women and 500 men across the U.S., 58% of women have felt embarrassed on their period. 42% of women have experienced period shame, and 1 in 5 of them have received humiliation from a male friend. 73% of women have hid pads and tampon from view on their way to bathroom, and 51% of men believe that it's inappropriate for women to openly discuss menstruation in workplace. Period shame is the product of patriarchy and the male gaze. Women lost their rights to speak and represent for their own bodies. For such a long time, social culture has required women's body to be ideal and pleasing for men, so it didn't welcome menstruation, which ruined males' imagination of a holy and pure woman body. It's similar to the female nudity issue in paintings. It's always the male artist to decide how to display the females on canvas. They deprive the females of position and power, only showing their ideal beauty and the feminine in the paintings. Jean Louis, a conceptual and feminist designer from the United States, launched a fine art project, Building in Blood, to promote the normalization of period and gender equality. This is a cyclical photography art that capturing Jane's period blood in water. The creation process followed her menstruation cycle, which means every month when her period comes, she can start to collect blood with a menstrual cup and arrange photo shooting. There are 4 steps to complete the creation cycle: media collection, pouring and designing layout, photographic capture, and finally, photograph selection. Once Jane collects sufficient blood with the cup, Jane's partner, Rob Louie, will set up the lights and the cameras in the bathroom, and then Jane began to drizzle and drip the blood into a clean toilet bowl or transparent vessels. The blood flowing water formed unintentional and beautiful lines and shapes, so by adjusting the composition, Rob could capture amazing photos of the red fluid. After each period cycle, Jane and Rob would choose the most appealing and interesting photos to display to audiences. They wanted to bring beautiful art to audiences instead of making them ill. In the photos, the blood fluid is beautiful, like silk, like yarn. It's hard to describe them disgusting and dirty. It's just the blood, flow, nothing more than a physiological phenomenon. We shouldn't let period be slandered as shame by anyone anymore. Beauty in Blood is a great project that spoke for females and contributed to the menstruation movement over the world. It's not only targeted on female audiences who menstruate, but aimed to invite more males and females to break the silence and shame around menstruation together. It gave audiences another view of blood and challenged the long-term social taboo of women's period. The cooperation with a male partner also proved that promoting gender equality and supporting feminists also need males to participate and give a helping hand. However, compared with speeches or videos, I think it's less direct and acceptable to the public. Audiences can quickly respond to voice and text because they are straightforward and easy to understand. However, a fine art itself is mild and obscure. It can be interpreted in different ways by audiences, so that the designer's thought and purpose may not be correctly and directly conveyed to audiences. Also, blood is sensitive and taboo for a large population. It's hard for these people to accept the blood being displayed in the photo without any editing. Thus, the range of Beauty in Blood's audiences and the supporters will be much smaller than other forms. The biggest challenge or criticism this project will receive is the opposition from social culture and religion. Although now we have so many activists and volunteers to publicize Stop Period Shame, but there must be people who don't accept this change. Especially in some developing countries, their traditional culture and religious rules execute crucial treatment to women on period. It's hard to eliminate period shame in these culture-rooted areas. But with our effort to improve education, I believe one day we can solve this problem. Due to the pandemic, Beauty in Blood is not holding in-person exhibition, so it only can be accessed online. If you are interested in this project, you can go to its official website to see more photos in the gallery and read their design process. So in conclusion, blood is blood. It doesn't have property. It doesn't differ from gender, race, or color of skin. It goes without saying that period blood shouldn't be considered dirty or shameful by anyone. Now is the time we work together to end period shame and open the conversation about menstruation. Thank you.